Index match. Index match is widely used in Excel. We have a form. Now find me the person whose salary is 2,500. In this way, we know the range. In exact match, we knew range. You remember this street? It is the range. Then we have the value 2,500. I type index, select the range. Because I wanted to show me the name, so I select name range, row number. Do you remember match gave us the row number? So in this row number, we can type match. The value is 2,500. Make sure don't type it in a quotation mark. Lookup array. You remember we said that the array of match is always one column, not the range. So I select salary column and exact match. Here I close the parenthesis. Match function is finished here. Now we are in index. The last one is column number. It is in square brackets, so not needed to insert. That's why I close the parenthesis of index formula and press an enter from keyboard. 2,500 salary is Sarah's. Let's see how this function works. I type index. The first parameter is array. It means from which column we want to get the data. Any column I select here, from that column, the result will be shown. I selected the name column. Then it is row number. You know, the match function gives us the row number. So here I can type match. The value is 2,500. From where it should search this 2,500? It is clear from salary column. Then I exact matched and close the parenthesis of match function and another parenthesis for index. That's it. So this is a formula of index match. As you see, the mixture of index and match is like Vlookup. Since Vlookup has some limitations as we mentioned, like its column must start from the known value, or the values in the left side of the known column are not searched. That's why index match is very common. Vlookup match. What is 11,250 ID number's salary? 11,250 is in ID's column, and the salary is in salaries column. What's your answer? It is definitely 3,000. How you found 3,000? First you found 11,250, then followed and finished your follow-up when you reached salary section. Then you said it is 3,000. Here, manually searching is simple, but when you have so many rows with names, how you could find in 3 seconds? Again, manually search? Of course not. Here, Vlookup match is a function to help you. Type 11,250 in a cell and salary in another cell. I just want to show you we can use cells instead of exact name or number in a function. Type Vlookup. The value is 11,250. Select the cell. Table array. When you were looking for the ID, you searched the ID column, not name column. So select the array from ID column. Column index. Here, match function. Look, salary. I select the cell. Okay, where to look for? In this row. Type is exact match. Then close the parenthesis. By closing parenthesis, the match function is finished. And now we are in Vlookup function. It has another parameter. It is exact match. Then close the parenthesis of Vlookup. and press on Enter. That's it. 3,000 is shown. Let's double check. Find 11,250 from list. Yes, that's correct. Here, if I change 11,250 into 13,540, 7,800 is shown. You see, Vlookup match is changed. What is the difference between Vlookup and Vlookup match? Just pay attention to Vlookup and Vlookup match result. When I add one column, Vlookup values changed. Because we inserted a column, so the column number parameter changed. But Vlookup match didn't change because we matched. We fixed the columns. That's why Vlookup match is widely used. Create list. I want to change ID and salary to a list. For creating a drop-down menu list, select the cell which you want to be a drop-down. I select 13,540. From Data, select Data Validation. In Settings tab, open Allow. From the drop-down menu, because we want to have a list, select List. Then, from Source, I select ID column. At last, press on OK. You see, all data in ID column are listed in drop-down menu. I want to list headers. The procedure is same, but the range is horizontal. Select Salary and Data, Data Validation, List, and the source. Then OK. All headers are listed here. Now select Surname for this ID. It shows Fisher. Let's check. That's correct. Vlookup match with two forms. Now I want to call some or all information to the second form. The IDs are the same, but they are not in the same order. For calling, we use Vlookup match function. I type Vlookup, so which value I want to search? ID number. Selected. But from which area? This area. Now it is match time. Which value we need to see in the cell from headers? Name. Then lookup. This name from where? From the headers of the first form. Exact match and close the parenthesis. And exact match. Close the parenthesis, then enter. Yes, Muhammad is appeared here. I double check. Muhammad with 12,380 ID number. So why Muhammad? Because this function looked for ID, then searched this ID in the first form, and backed Muhammad name with its match ID. For range, always select from the list where you're looking for. Here, we were looking for in employee list. Fixing cells. Now, I want to distribute this formula to all cells. It is not needed to type this formula again. I copy it and paste. Oops, we're faced with errors. Why? I see the rows and columns are changed. That's why there are errors. What should I do now? I want to have the same formula without rows or columns change. For fixing a formula in rows or columns, we use $sign. So I double-click on the first formula. The first parameter is ID. ID shouldn't move horizontally, but vertically. So H shouldn't change, but 4 should change. Therefore, before H we insert $sign by pressing Shift 4 or F4 from keyboard. I press F4 again and again. Now the second parameter is our range, so it must be completely fixed. Therefore, we use dollar signs before and after the range. Select B3, press on F4. Select F11 and press on F4. In match function, name should change, but the row should be fixed. So the fixed one should get the dollar sign. 3 gets dollar sign, F4 and F4. The second parameter should all fixed. Select F4. Now it is finished. Press on Enter. Copy, select the whole range, and paste this formula. That's it. 11,200 ID number is Sarah in the first form. Sarah Jackson 2,500, 200. It's working properly now. One more step is remain. Worksheet coloring. I want to color the sheet which we worked in previous lesson. For coloring a worksheet, right-click on it, and from Tab Color, select the color. Excel is a tool to make everything easy and quickly. But first, we have to analyze everything in our mind, then start to work with Excel. Know the logic and expand it to whatever you need. Let's take a break and come back with other functions.